Hello, and welcome to your 7-day trial of TerriTool. I'm about to show you the best way to test out the platform. Take a look. So here we are on TerriTool's web app, and first we're going to create a route with companies and contacts that we are already familiar with and that we plan on going to see on our next in-person prospecting day. So you'll select Add Company. Next, we're going to write in a company name of one of the accounts that we plan on seeing. So I'm going to write in Comtrend. And then once you see the company on the drop down, you'll select it and it will autofill all the information. And all you have to do is select Add to Address Book. And just like that, you've added your first company. Now that you've added a company, let's add a contact name to this company. So I'm going to write in one that I already know by selecting Create Contact and then typing in all the information. Once I'm finished adding all of the information, you'll select Create Contact and your contact has been created. The other way you could add contacts is to search TerriTool's leads database by selecting Find Contacts. And we will pull up all of the contacts that we have aggregated from over 47 different contact databases. Filter by name, position, or a city. So I'm going to filter by position. Once you've found the contact or contacts you were looking for, you can select each contact that you'd like to add. Once you've made your selections, select Fetch Contacts. So your contacts will take about a minute to populate, but you can use the platform at will in the background while the contact information is loading. So now I'm going to repeat the same process by adding another company and adding as many companies as there are in the area that you plan on visiting in person. So now that I have some companies that so now that I have some companies in the area, so now that I've added some companies I already know about in the area, I'm going to create a route from these companies. So I'm going to simply select each company and then select Add to Route. I'm going to name the route, followed by Confirm. Then next step, you'll select the start and end point of your route. And then once you're finished selecting your start and end point, select Generate Route. Now that you create a route with companies and contacts you're already aware of, let's add some companies that you may not be aware of by searching TerriTool's Find Leads Marketplace. So I'm going to select Find Leads, and then I'm going to select the city or zip code that you would like to search. So I'm going to search Irvine. Next, I'm going to write in a prompt describing my ideal target customer. Once I'm done typing in my prompt, you'll select Search. And TerriTool will pull up all of the companies in the area that we have ran a search in. So once the leads have been populated, you'll see them in list view down here, and you will see the company name, the address, and the website URL alongside a preview of the contacts that we have. So what I would do is I would either do research, so you could go and select the website and do research on each company and then add them individually. Or you could come over here to map view and then just select the companies through drawing a lasso. So I'm gonna select draw lasso. Followed by next step. So it's gonna ask you again what your start and end point. And once you've selected your start and end point, select generate route, then view my route. And just like that, you've added a bunch of leads to the route that you've already created with the companies that you entered in before. So before I go in the field, I'm going to search for contacts for all of the companies that I've added by selecting Find Contacts on the top menu bar. And this will load all of the company's contacts at once. Through here, you can go, and so I'll select contacts for this company, and I'll select each contact that I'd like to add, followed by back to companies. And then I'll do that for every company where we have contacts. So once I'm done selecting all of the contacts that I would like to add for all of the companies on my route, I would select Add Contacts down here. With that, you are ready to now download the mobile app and go out and visit these prospects in person. Once you create a route, you are ready to go in the field. Download the mobile app and then select Routes. Select the route that you created and select the first company on the route. So this would be your start point. In order to visit this account, select Navigate, and then your favorite navigation platform. So mine is Waze. And TerriTool will pass off the routing to your navigation platform of choice. So once you've been directed to this company and you've arrived at the destination, you'll go back. You could do some research on the mobile app as to who you're going to see. Once you've gone in and made your sales call, you can scroll down to Activity and select Add Activity, and then enter in a note. Great meeting, wants to do business. Then select the type, which was a meeting, and then press Save. And this will timestamp the notes of the day of your. Let's say you have an upcoming reminder or an appointment that you'd like to log. Say Add Activity. Say reminder to go see this account in a month. Select activity type meeting, and then you'll change the date to the time that you'd like to be reminded. So that's a month from now. And then select schedule. And you've just scheduled a reminder to go see this account in a month. You can then go and color code each account based on priority. So since this was a good account, I'm gonna say this is high priority. And then once you're finished with this account on your route, you could tap on the right arrow on the top of the screen and then go to your next account on your route, and you'll rinse and repeat until you've seen everyone on your route. Once you're finished with this route, add more companies and create another route in a different part of your territory. Keep doing this until you find all the companies and contacts in your territory and close all the business.